Hello and welcome to my tarot corner. So, first of all, I want to congratulate great grandmama, I think that's her name, who won my giveaway of the vintage tarot deck, which is a deck that I will show you how it looks. It is a 1971 deck, if I'm not mistaken, and it is a deck that is that looks like that. The boxing itself is a little bit tattered, but the cards are in perfect condition. So this is and I will do a reading with this deck, but I have two of them. But this is the most common deck that everyone uses. So this deck will go. One of those decks will go to a great grandmama when she sends me an email with her address. So today's reading is about the floats that were made in the Mardi Gras celebrations that made fun of Harry and Meghan. Now, if you haven't seen those floats, then I will link the photographs in the description box. But these floats are really so funny. They are this is a float that shows Harry sitting on a toilet seat, and Meghan is there painted with some kind of joke about Camilla. Really funny floats. And the word is that they are looking to, of course, sue the New Orleans for doing those floats that are making fun of them. So, people already made quite a lot of jokes about Harry and Meghan's new career in litigation, but not as lawyers, but as people who sue everyone. So this is what this spread is about. And the decks that I'm using today are two decks that are both by the same creator. His name is Matt Hughes. Both decks are very beautiful, but very unique art that looks a little bit alike in both decks. And this is the Ethereal Vision deck that is widely known, and the Oracle cards are called Dreamscape. Okay, so let's start with this reading. So one more shuffle, and then I am cleaning the deck. Okay. Okay, and now let's start asking. So, Harry and Meghan being ridiculed in the Mardi Gras. Are they going to sue the New Orleans municipality for being ridiculed in the Mardi Gras? And I lost the card, so pick it up. So, are they going to sue the New Orleans for making fun of them in the Mardi Gras float? So the first card is a card that asks, whether it is really necessary. So do they feel like they have to sue? Is that a necessary lawsuit? And the card that I'm getting is Seven of Wands. So the answer is actually no. The answer tells them you need to start focusing on the important things. Leave behind all of those trivial things. We see here a person who is fighting down all of those wands that are coming back. So this person is actually being very focused and is trying to take all of the trivial things and put them away. And this is what this card is telling them. This card tells them you need to focus on the important things. Leave all those trivial things. This lawsuit is a trivial thing. These floats are trivial. This is not something that is helping you in your quests for independence, in everything that you want to achieve. So the answer is this is not a lawsuit that is necessary. Now the next card is, what is the nature of this case? And we get the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is the archetype of a person that is like the pacifier. So actually, this is the appeaser, this is the pacifist. But because we are talking about a lawsuit, we need to look at the negative aspects of this card. And the negative aspects of this card is that this is someone who is feeling that he is sacrificing himself for others. Someone who is feeling like he's doing everything that is possible to be okay with everyone. And this is how they feel, okay? This is not how they are, but this is how they feel. They feel like they are sacrificing themselves. This is a card of someone who is burning bridges behind him. This is someone who is rigid. That's someone who is acting without remorse and without consideration to others. So this is actually what they are. They feel as if they are pacifists, as if they are the pacifiers, as if they are the appeasers, as if they are sacrificing themselves. But actually what it means is that they are rigid, that they are, by these litigations, they are burning bridges behind them, and they are doing actions without remorse. Now, another thing is, why is this, if there is a lawsuit, why will they sue? Is because of the actions of those who made that float, that did not show any remorse for offending them. So that is another way of looking at this card. Now, the next card is how can they actually establish a good working relationship with their lawyers. And what we get here is the Star. And the Star card is a card that speaks about opening a Pandora box. So if they want to get a good relationship with their lawyers, they need to be very candid. They need to start talking. They need to open their Pandora box. They need to tell their, at least their lawyers, the entire truth about themselves. Otherwise, they cannot sue for defamation or whatever it is without proving that any kind of damages were caused to them. So if they want to sue, if they want to have a good relationship with their lawyers, they have to be candid. They have to open the Pandora box. They have to start talking with the lawyers and tell everything. They tell every problem. So this is also a card of someone who has a lot of troubles with emotional troubles and need for mental health therapy, something that I've been telling you a lot about this card. So now the next card is, how can they get their emotions in check? So how can they in a way control their emotions? So what do we get here? And we get the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is a card that speaks about recognition and cooperation. So if they want to control their emotions, they need to cooperate with their lawyers. They need to recognize their emotions and get to understand how to control that and not lash out. This is the only way to actually control your emotions and not lash out. And this card of the Three of Wands is a card that speaks also about arrogance, about extra ego, about extra self-confidence. All of these things can harm them. All of these things can make them feel that they were wronged, and even they will not be able to control their emotions. So what this card tells them is, if you cooperate with your lawyers, if you recognize your emotions and get them in check, then stop being arrogant, stop using this extra ego, self-confidence. Don't run forward with this lawsuit. Then they can get their emotions in check. But if they won't do that, then it will be a big problem. So this is card number 4. Card number 5. Do they have something in their favor? And if they do, what is it? And we get the Two of Cups. So actually this is a no card. Why is it a no card? Because the Two of Cups is a card that speaks about the need to be active and not passive, in a way that don't expect others to do things for you. You need to do these things yourself. And here in this Two of Cups, just pay attention, there are no people here, because the people here are not important. What is important is that if they want to succeed, they need to start doing things and not expect others to do those things for themselves. So this is the only thing so it doesn't look like there are many things in their favor. And what are the things that are not helping them? And we get the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is a card that speaks about taking your destiny in your own hands. Now, in this card, it is even more visible, because the image here of the person is taking the wheel in his own hands. And this is exactly what this card speaks about. This card speaks about controlling your destiny, controlling your behavior, controlling your luck, if you want. And it speaks about change, and the change has to start within, and only then it can come out to the surface. So this thing is not in their favor. And why is that? Because they cannot and they do not take their destiny in their own hands. They always expect others to do things for them. And this card actually tells us that if they go to do this lawsuit, then destiny will not work in their favor, because this card is in the negative. And when this card is in the negative, we're speaking about upheaval of faith. We're talking about bad changes, tendency to let others determine your faith. Believing that things should happen by themselves. And this is exactly what the Two of Cups speaks about as well, because the Two of Cups is calling them to be more active, to do things more actively. Where is my other card holder? Don't know. Probably the cat took it away. So this is exactly what the Two of Cups speaks about. The Two of Cups tells them to take their destiny in their own hands, to be more active. But then comes the Wheel of Fortune and tells them that actually they cannot do that. This is what is going against them. And because it's going against them, it only shows that they are in for bad changes. Okay, so what can be the outcome? What is the ultimate outcome of this litigation if they do take that? And we get the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is actually a celebration. It is a celebration because it looks like they will get some kind of compensation, and they will be able to show the whoever the judge will be, that they were hurt, that their feelings were hurt. And this is a cups card, which means we're talking about feelings. And the Three of Cups is a very minor celebration. This is not a big celebration. So it doesn't look like they will get a big compensation. It will be symbolic. And just like their victory on the mail on Sunday, when the actual compensation that they got were really stupid and not very, it was like $1 or something like that. So it is, so this is exactly what will happen here. They will not get big compensation, but they will get this acknowledgement that their feelings were hurt, and that they should get an apology. And this is the only thing that I think that they can get out of this entire litigation. So if they do decide to sue, this is the most that they can get. The Three of Cups, which is the beginning of the suit of cups, and just the first outcome, which is a very minor celebration. This is not a big celebration. So this will not be something that let's say that would not be something to write home about. So this is the tarot, and now let's see what the oracle cards have to say about this. Okay, so Harry and Meghan lawsuit against New Orleans. Harry and Meghan lawsuit against New Orleans. Harry and Meghan's lawsuit against New Orleans. Okay, now here I will probably need the book. So let's see, we have the light. So let's see what the light says. And the light is on page 17. Okay, the goddess of the day holds her arms up to the light of the sun. She gives reverence to the life-sustaining rays which bring heat. Heat and light. Okay, what else does it say? The sun sets the world ablaze, illuminating every part and every corner. So, the meaning is praise the day. Know you are on the right path. So this is what the oracle says. So it looks like if they do go out and litigate and file a lawsuit, they will succeed in a way, and they will get the apology that they want. But as I said, that will not be a big celebration. But this card also said that this is something that they should consider. So this is the tarot. This is how it looks. And I hope you liked it. And if you did, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.